Hello, this is Heidi from CookieWeb, and it's another Web Tweaks video tutorial, this time on MailChimp for absolute beginners. We're going to be showing you how to create a list and import some subscribers. So let's get started. After you've logged in and you come to the dashboard, click on the Lists menu item and then again on the Create List button. Okay, before we crack on, remember that your list of emails must be gathered legitimately, and by that I mean collected with permission. If you have gathered all of your email addresses via a newsletter sign-up form on your website, then you're A-OK. If you've got a list of emails that haven't been gathered in this way, that haven't been gathered with express permission to sign up for your company newsletter, then you should read the accompanying blog post to this video for some examples of lists which are okay and which lists are not okay. Lists, for example, like purchased lists would never be okay. And it's important to make sure that your list has been gathered legitimately, because you really don't want to be labelled as a spammer, or worse still, actually be fined for spamming. Okay, so let's crack on with creating our first list on MailChimp. Enter the list name, for example, your company newsletter. So I'm going to put in here Web Tweaks newsletter. Okay, the default from name, that's usually your company name, so I'm going to put in CookieWeb, which is my company. If people hit the reply button when they receive your email, this is the email that they will be replying to. So, a catch-all like info at or hello at CookieWeb, which I'm going to use. The default subject line, you can change this with each campaign, but make sure it's short, descriptive and tempting, but not too spammy. So avoid words like free or click now, for instance. They may trigger the spam filters. And words like help, reminder, 50% or any kind of a percent off, these words have been identified as words that put people off from opening your email. So they're best avoided as well. I'll paste in that subject. So next up, we want to remind people how they got on your list. This will appear in the footer, and it's good to remind people that they did actually sign up, so you're not spamming them, I hope. So following the good example that's given there, this is what I'm pasting in. Scrolling down, we come to the contact information. So most likely when you created your MailChimp account, you would have put in your company address. So it's important that it's a physical company address, and that's to comply with the anti-spam laws across Europe and the US and Australia, the rest of the civilized world. Okay, notifications. So this is really just an internal thing, so an email that you will receive from MailChimp when you get people subscribing or unsubscribing to this email list. And that can be hooked up to a website form that we'll be creating in the next video tutorial that we do, but I just want a daily summary, so that's what I'm checking. And the final thing that you need to decide is whether or not your subscribers or people who will be subscribing can choose if they want an HTML format or a plain text format. So for me, I just want everyone to receive an HTML format, so the graphical email. Okay, so now we're going to click on the Save button and get ready for the next step, which is importing our email subscribers. Okay, so we've got another little sort of help section here from MailChimp. We can import contacts or create a sign-up form. Email beamer addresses, that's not really important for right now. Create a sign-up form, we'll talk about that in the next video tutorial that we do, but for now we're going to click on the import contacts, because that's what we're going to do. Okay, so scroll down, and yeah, here we are. MailChimp is being helpful again, asking you if your list is allowed. Once again, if you're unsure, click the More button there, the Learn More. Now there's a range of different ways that you can import subscribers. But today I'm just going to stick with the basics and either upload from a file on your computer, or this is cool, copy and paste from a spreadsheet. So let's try that one. So click there, go across to your spreadsheet and select all the fields that you want to copy across. Name, last name, email address, just paste them directly in. And you can import the list in that way. And that's really sort of quick and easy way if you've got, say, under 50 email addresses. But if you've got any more than that, you might just want to browse and import the list directly by uploading it from your computer. So click on the import list, and if it's a really big list, it may take some time, so be patient. The next step is to match the columns up with the data that you've imported. So MailChimp's pretty smart about this. Obviously, this is the email address column. So click on the OK button. Check. Yep, that is the first name column there. So that's OK too, and that's the last name. And so, depending on the kinds of fields that you've imported, that will just sort of ask you to sync them up. Okay, so we've now imported 4 subscribers. Hopefully you've got a few more, but if you don't, that's fine. They're probably all legitimate. Okay, so just a note here, 4 emails added to your list. If there were any errors in emails that I tried to import, this little green part here would just tell me how many emails weren't able to be imported and give me the option of importing them again. So that's it, guys. The basics on creating a list in MailChimp and adding or importing email subscribers. Thanks for listening. If you do have any comments, for the love of God, leave a comment. I'd be really happy to answer. In the next video tutorial, we'll be looking at creating forms to embed on your WordPress website. So hopefully we'll see you then. See you later.